Bandwidth's just got this energy that I think no other company has. Every day you come in here, you can just feel it.
I love the fact that it's very family-oriented. It's very relaxed atmosphere.
The company in general, they have this amazing way of promoting you as an individual.
Dave and I started Bandwidth.com wanting to solve a problem. We wanted to solve a problem that businesses weren't able to get business internet connectivity effectively. It was this great mystery as to how to get good pricing and what T1 circuit I should get and who should I get it from. And so we really set off to be kind of like an Expedia, but to business internet connectivity.
So I was very, very clear when I got out of the Marine Corps and started Bandwidth to commit my plans to the Lord and that I was in it for His glory. So when we got started, all we sold was bandwidth. And there are a number of different nefarious industries, the adult industry being among them, that really have a high demand for bandwidth. Spammers are also folks who want to use bandwidth for bad reasons. And early on, we could have made an extraordinary amount of profit selling connectivity to certain industries, but we determined that it was not consistent with our values. We power many of the innovative apps and brands that you're familiar with, like Google Voice, like Skype, Pinger, Twilio, Living Social. If you've used any of those really innovative communications apps, you've used our nationwide network. It's so easy to turn work into an idol. I could work until I dropped. But we really only have an opportunity to be a father and a husband a few hours a day.
We've got 300 employees, most of whom are heading up young families. We firmly believe that you've got an opportunity to be a parent from 6 to 8, and those are really, really important. So there's no glory in staying late at Bandwidth.com. In fact, we go out and we kick people out of the office. Our employees will see family as a value because we have 2 annual events that involve families. One is the family picnic, which we just had last weekend, where we get up in front of people and say, these are our values. We want you to hold us accountable to them. So if your husband or wife is working, until 7 or 7:30 at night, that's not a value we ascribe to. And being able to model that out and being able to have that type of accountability in front of spouses, I think is important. Now, at the same time, we want to compete and win. We want to do excellent, excellent business. So when there's work to be done, it means dialing back in at 8 o'clock and continuing to hammer.
Atmosphere is awesome. I mean, everybody works very hard, but we also take time, say during lunch, to go play lunchtime sports.
So out of 300 employees, we have 200 that work out at lunch regularly. It's part of who we are, and it's a big part of our work-life family balance.
Bandwidth offers a lot of different activities like biking, and we do a jazzercise class, which is fun, which I do with some of my coworkers.
So the company's culture is very much so that we work hard, but we play hard, and they really try to instill an atmosphere to have a good balance.
Business is consistent with being a Christian. There's so much about putting others first and the greatest commandment that is consistent with building great product and wanting to serve. I find that consistency or the parallels pretty compelling. I am in business in order to save people time and money, and that's an orientation that fires me up every day and every morning.
I sat down with David right after we got together as a partnership. I said, okay, we should really think about what we want to be and what we want to do. And he looked at me without blinking. He said, Henry, we're going to change the world. And 12 years on, I don't know that we've changed the world, but I do know God has used us to change some people's worlds. And I'm really grateful for that.
Everybody's real, everybody's warm, and everybody cares. And I think that's the coolest thing about Bandwidth. I mean, they just don't take, they give. And I think that's the cool part. And it's like a giant family. It's the neatest place I've ever worked.
Lord willing, we're continuing on this great growth trajectory, and we may be a very dominant telecom company. And I don't care so much how dominant we are and whether we're absolutely the #1. I want to be the absolute best company that God would have us be.